What happens when you run a women's only GM mode and every single match must have a stipulation? We're going to find out in this season, thanks to you guys voting for it. Cheers.
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allen, and you're listening to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.
Derby feels appropriate for a stipulation-only season, right? Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope you're having a great day, a great week, a great month. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all the support on all of these videos. Write a comment in the link below, just leave a like, something like that. Hope you're doing well. I do read all the comments and I appreciate them so much. You guys rock it every week. Danny Co95 says, love this series. Will be good to see a couple of Sherrys in the next episode against May and Aja. Would love to see Gail, Kim, Victoria and Naomi in the next season, hopefully. They're cool. Yeah, they could make it. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it, Danny. And yeah, it was a great match. It was good fun to watch. I knew as soon as that match was put together, I wanted to have the Sherrys together. I really want in this series to have Mariah May and Toni Storm late as a tag team. That'd be great, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot to do in this season. My goodness, stamina is going to be an issue. Let's get to Sean Aker, who said, love the random call out. No, honestly, it's not just Sean. There's David. My camera's gone blurry. I'm back. It was just my eyes. I do appreciate seeing all the same names. I wish I could get all the comments up on the video. I can't do that, but I do love seeing everyone talking about it in the chat, and I appreciate you guys who have been with me for such a long time. We're in 41 episodes. I didn't think that was possible, and you guys are still rocking it on the videos, on the watch time, on the likes, on the support, on the positive vibes, and so that's all I can ask for. And speaking of positive vibes, man, I started this new YouTube channel. It's called Grim Sim Labs. I'll write a comment and try and pin it to the episode when it's released. That's gone from... I've had it a month now, and it's gone from 0 to 200 subscribers in a month. That's really, really good. I play sim games. I play, like, Storage Hunter Simulator. I'm just about to play the Card Shop Simulator and stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with it. If you want to support me even more, go ahead. Check out some of their videos. If it's not for you, that's cool. If it is for you, subscribe and like that channel. It has really helped me out. Wow, it's growing in a way that I can't believe, but I'm still going to try and push through with these videos. I am doing a video every day on that channel, by the way, two every day this week. It's a bit mental. I have no time. Right, that's way too much talking. I'm so sorry. Let's go. So this is the end of the season. These are our keepers. So looking at it, I wasn't going to keep anyone because I just want cheap people, but actually there are some cheap people here, including Brie Bella. I need cheap people because if we're doing loads of stipulations, we need lots of people, right? Brie Bella, Aja, Jazz, Asia, and Jetta. I feel like they're all really cheap. I feel like we're going to keep them. Oh man, the total cost. Oh, my budget is nothing. Okay, let's keep them and see what happens. Yeah, I'm sure I'd like to continue. Fine. Let's see who they've kept. Cool. Sandman. A couple of others. Cool. Let's get into the draft for our stipulation-only season. Let's go, baby. Okay, already not liking the look. I'm going to have to just go to the bottom and pick who's at the bottom, basically. I am not going to... Oh, Pat McAfee. Oh, wow, these are a lot cheaper. Pat McAfee and Post Malone. Great. But then we get to the women where it's a lot more expensive. Okay, Britt Baker's cool though. Debbie Keitel, Indy Hartwell. I really want Britt Baker, so we'll make sure we've got Britt Baker in there. I'm just going to buy a couple of cheap people, and then we're going to do a scout search, see if we can get some cheap people with sort of a little bit of time on the contracts type thing. We got 2 million. We're okay. Okay, so that was the budget was already down because of the things I've taken. I was really worried then. Let's have a look if there's anyone else that's screaming out that I really want. Rosemary would be great. Sue Young would be really great. I don't feel like we've used Sue Young a lot. Anna Jay. We haven't used Anna Jay yet, have we? Nikki Cross is there. Cool. Ah, Toni Storm is there. Oh, I want Toni Storm. I love Toni Storm, and we haven't used Toni Storm. I'm buying Toni Storm. Ah, mistakes were made. Ah, I don't care. I want Toni Storm, damn it. There we go. Oh no, Pat McAfee has been picked up there. Right, Debbie Keitel, cool. Come on, you're coming in. You're coming in. They're running out of money. They've got nothing left, so that is their card. Cool. They've still got a lot of money, but they are getting blokes, so that's fine by me. Alba Fire. Sure. I haven't looked at fighters or anything. 1.5 million. We're not doing too bad, actually. Cool. I need to buy cheap people. That is just the way it is. Like, I cannot afford expensive people right now, unfortunately. I'd love to have like Alex Windsor back. Fallon Henley. I don't even know who she is, but she's ours now. We're going to play with her a bit. It'd be quite nice to have what's her name? Miyu Utani is 25 already. Nice. It'd be quite nice to have what's her name? Oh no, she's gone. What was I thinking? Masha. Not use Masha a lot. Ash by Elegance we use. Rosemary's pretty cheap. We can pick up Rosemary. Rosemary and Sue Young. I mean, there's a tag team right there, isn't there? Let's do Rosemary and Sue Young and then end it, shall we? End it going with a bit of money because I've got stipulations to pay for. Now, in terms of mate, I haven't even looked how my class matchups are. It's probably terrible. We'll probably have to figure it out. We will have to figure it out. I did pick up Sue Young, didn't I? Oh, Billy Starks would be cool as well. Oh, how much is Billy Starks? 300,000. It's too much, man. It's too much. We need to save our money. Okay, that's our draft complete. Feels like a random draft, that one, but you know the stipulation, man. I just need to keep it cheap. That's what I was going for. I wasn't even really looking at popularity or anything. Just keeping it cheap. Cool. Let's get into the first week and let's see who I bought. What matchups I can have. Good job on NXT 2.0. Last season you performed well, but I don't want you resting on your laurels. Raw is going to be snapping at your heels this year. New season, new challenges. We'll be working as hard as we can. I have every faith in your abilities. Let's get to it. Teddy says, ready for a new season. Finish our prep over at SmackDown. We're going to have an outstanding matches this year. Oh, not as outstanding as our matches, my friend. Not as outstanding as our matches. Everybody's got a price of $1 million man. Hey, Mick, I just wanted to let you know that I plan on taking on Raw to the top of the power rankings and staying there. I have the roster and showrunning capabilities to do it. I don't think NXT 2.0 stands a chance. You really think you can contend with us when we have superstars like Sandman? Get real. Thanks for the title rematch. You're welcome, Brie. And a new champion once again. Good to have the title back in my hands. Thanks again for the rematch, boss. I appreciate it. And you proved yourself to me before when you renewed my contract. And we did just renew your contract again. We've earned this from a superstar pack. Get Schooled 3. Wow. That's really good. Another one is selected brand and steal 10% of the fans from next week's show. Bad Publicity 3. That's really good. That's really good. Who was they on? Who did I get them because of? Who's at 25? No one. Okay, I don't know why I got them. Why did I get them? Let's have a look at someone high, like Jazz. Last man standing. Oh, game 1 power card at the start of every season. Okay, cool. So it's them ones if you've got them at the start of the season. Fine, cool, rock and roll. Not complaining. Got some extra bonuses to give out. Who are we going to give it to? Give it to Rosemary. Give it to Timeless Tony Storm. Push her up. Yeah. I want to use Timeless. And man, I put Timeless Tony Storm in it, and I don't feel like we've seen her enough. Right, 575. Do I use fresh meat? So 50% off. Let's do a search first. Right, so I want to do established stars. I need to go female now because like there's too many DLC characters. Right, they're all jobbers. That's okay. I don't want to rely on jobbers yet. Right, Betty White, let's go. Betty White is coming in. Nice. How much can we afford her for? Afford her for the full thing? 264. Who else did we have? Queen Aminata would be great to use. We've not used Queen. And Martina. Oh, these are all 3 great ones. 3 greats that I want in our roster. How it's going to work? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Betty White, right, you can come for full time. Yes, I can use the 50% off. But I also feel if we can make a little bit of money, I don't know how exactly. Oh, I can't, can I? Because I need to buy stipulations. Oh, what have you guys done to me? Right, let's get Betty White for 10 weeks. Let's get Queen Aminata for 12 weeks. Which leaves us with Martina that we can get for 19 weeks. Right, that spreads them all apart in terms of when I've learnt my lesson. We're going to have no money again. Right, let's see what we've got in terms of popularity. So I've got a champion with Brie Bella there. I've got Rosemary and Su Yung. I'm sure they'd be a great tag team, wouldn't they? Let's have a look. So we've got Jazz and Timeless Tony Storm. That's a good matchup right there. Fighter and Bruiser. Nice. We've got Aja and Queen Aminata looking at me in the face right there. Nice. Happy with that. We got Betty White and Jetta. Oh, man. Let's go. That reminds me. In one of last year's episodes, didn't we have Betty White and Mae Young versus Jetta and Charlie Morgan? The feud has reignited right here. Love it. Love it. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Who do I want to fight our champion? I mean, I could go Brie and Britt. I'm kind of feeling Martina and Debbie would be a cool tag team. Fighters, bruisers. There's only one bruiser there. There's another bruiser there, but what can I change Rosemary into? I hope it's a bruiser. Class change. Rosemary. It is class change, isn't it? Specialist. Okay, we could do that. And then we could do a tag team call out, and we could get Martina and Debbie Keitel to call out. I know there's a few more changes we need to do, but that's fine. To call out Su Yung and Rosemary. That's a tag feud right there. Su Yung and Rosemary teaming up together. I understand we have a little bit of work to do on the classes. We could do that now with a role change here for Su Yung, turn her into a face. And then all we need to do is turn Martina heel. So bruiser versus a specialist, and yeah, that works. That works. Okay, main event is going to be Britt Baker and Brie Bella then. I mean, you know, not what I expected, but that's fine. Everything else works really nicely. Very happy with that. And we'll see where we go from here, right? Yeah, I'm done with that. Right, stipulations on everything, eh? Now, I'm going to start the season where we just do a different one on each. Oh, this is mental. This is silly. This is silly. Why am I even doing this? Why have you all decided that this is a thing we should do? Let's look at stamina then. Their stamina's good, so they can have the stamina cost extreme. It costs a lot less. We're going to run out of stamina. Oh, theirs is even better. Let's do them as a 4 counts anywhere. Them as a extreme rules. Tables for them. I don't want them to be ambulance mat for them. Iron Woman. Very high. Do I put the tables on there so I can carry on with the feud? Yeah, let's put the tables on there and put Timeless Tony Storm's going to be out there. TLC. Special guest referee. I don't hate it. Cost 40,000. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What have you all done to me? TLC, Extreme Rules, False Count Anywhere. Yeah, okay. Okay. I feel we're going to go with that. Sorry, first time I've ever done that, so just taking some time to consider. Select a brand and steal 10% of the fans. We'll see where the brands are going in the future. We can use that on a pay-per-view as well. Yes, we can. Cool. We know we'll have a card that's played against us, which will impact Brie Bella, no doubt. So we really don't want to put the tag titles on these until the pay-per-view. Okay, that's cool. And let's put the title on the line there. Now, does the title match count as a stipulation? No, not really. Not really. Trying my best to get around it. 88,000, and that feels like a cheap show. Oh no, what have you done to me? What have you done to me? I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to end up having to sell superstars. Jazz versus Timeless Tony Storm. Let's see if this goes. It's TLC. The winner is Timeless Tony Storm. There's a new rivalry there. Great. And it's a 4.5-star match. Lovely. Su Yung with an okay promo right there. Asia and Queen Aminata. Why have I put a tag team together when we should just be spreading them out? Whatever. Asia gets the win there against Queen Aminata. No feud grown from that Extreme Rules match, unfortunately. Debbie Keitel and Martina cutting a promo against Su Yung and Rosemary. Brain fart. Did anything happen from that? I missed it. Betty White and Jer, you know, just stuck getting names right. There we go. The Ace of Eve gets the win. A rivalry has formed between Betty White and Jetta. Let's go. Rosemary there is now a specialist. Perfect. And Brie Bella versus Britt Baker. Who's going to win the championship? Find out. It's Brie Bella continuing to hold that championship in a 3.5 star match. Nice. Beautiful. Cool. Let's simulate all of these. A simulation. Our last was like, I said to her about Grim Sim Labs, and she most mentioned it on a group we was on to a lot of friends, and she went, he plays stimulation games. I was like, my darling, you shouldn't be telling people that. There we go. SmackDown had a better main event with Liv Morgan and Awesome Kong in a normal match. Gutted. Cool, but we did well. We had 3.5 stars across the board. Gone from 5 stars to 3.5 stars, but if we can keep everything at 3.5 stars, I'll be happy. Minus 20,000 fans, no! But a profit of 2,000, nice, okay. Not great. Minus 16,000 fans and minus 9,000 fans. Okay, I know a guy immediately gained 10 plus talent scout points. These are all from seasonal challenges. Reduce the possibility that a superstar will become injured in a match. To the moon! Only usable on a superstar with less than 60 popularity. Great. Scouted, select an opposing brand, double the cost of the things. We just completed a load of seasonal challenges. I feel like we're going to have no problem doing that with all the stipulation matches. We've got 3 weeks until Backlash. Veto champ applied, not bothered. That's a fine place to use that. Stamina at 45, I'm okay with that. Can't have Brie fighting this week. You like that sabotage? That was all me. Strategy, baby. You got to do what you got to do. I'll get payback one of these days. We say, hey boss, I got a bit of a problem. I had a costume malfunction today during practice. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go on tonight unless we fix it. Let's just spend the 20k and get it fixed up properly then, sure. You're welcome, Jazz. You're welcome. Cool. Not pick your most popular bruiser this week. Who is our most popular bruiser? It is Timeless Tony Storm, but she hasn't got great stamina. So, she does have a perk though. Maybe something that helps the stamina. Casket match or tables match? Casket match or tables match? Tables match right now. That makes sense. Yeah, of course it makes sense. Especially when she's low on stamina. Speaking of low on stamina, do we have anything we can do to help her? We have a card there that we don't have the money to pay for, but we are going to pay for it, and we are going to give that to Timeless Tony Storm right now so that she can have a week to rest up. Good. Could have used that on our champion as well, but there we go. Now we're going to have a call out from Jazz onto Timeless Tony Storm. Cool. We're going to have Asia and Queen Aminata go at it as well. Again, Jetta and Betty White. Oh, no, look at the stamina. Oh, no, look at the stamina. Oh, it's dying already. It's dying already. Ah, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? It's a cruel world. Let's get our tag match in here. Martina and Debbie Keitel all going at it. Nice. Martina's not got great stamina, but we'll hopefully fix that at some point. Who knows? I don't want to put the tag titles on the line just yet. We've got this fighter and bruiser not doing anything just yet. They are in the wrong order to do something. So let's just have a quick look at our roster and decide what we've got. So one bruiser here, one fighter face, fighter, bruiser. That doesn't help us. Okay, we'll make fighters heal then, I guess. Fighters heal. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We've only got 2 bruisers at the moment. Well, 3 bruisers, 2 are faces. So yeah, we'll do bruisers heal. Fighters heal, sorry. Bruiser's face. Fighters heal. Bruiser's face. If I do this, I'm not going to have enough people to have matches. Let's go Alba Fire and Fallon Henley then. I'm just going to write down fighter heal because I'll forget. Cool. Cool, so we'll do that there. Sweet. We'll give him a stipulation to help him out. Sure. Why not? Betty White and Jetta. No, they're already hurt. Betty White's already getting hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Stipulation. Right, so we don't need... We need... Oh, yeah, backstage brawl. Extreme. What's medium? What's medium? Tables is low. Extreme rules is medium. Okay, we'll try Extreme Rules. He says hesitantly. He says hesitantly. Right, who else has got bad? So they've got the wear stamina, so let's give them tables. Cool. Let's give them... Iron Woman, stamina costs very high, but I don't have a choice. I've got to do something. Stay away from that. Low false count anywhere there. Oh, okay, so let's do Iron Woman there and false count anywhere there. No, last woman standing. That's low. Okay, cool. And now let's put... Oops, hey up. Maybe that's our opener. And that's our main event. How about that? They've got the level 1 rivalry going. They're a tag match. I could put the title on the line and make it bigger, but I don't really want to. We've got 2 people busy. We've got Britt Baker here. She could do a call out, I guess. Yeah, no reason why not. Call out on her. Cool. Let's have a little bit of a talent scout. I'm trying to avoid jobbers, but I don't mind using jobbers. Like I say, just to sort of see some of the women we've not seen yet. If we go level 10, a lot of them start at level 10, you see. So let's do role. Let's do gender female. Oh, we can do one. We can do one where we do any, and then if we need to, we can do a female one. Hey, Haley J. Now this is someone that I've been wanting to see. Jodie Threat, Gail Lewis. Haley J is someone that I've been wanting to see in the game because I was saying the other week, like, we haven't seen it yet, and that's really annoying to me. End of the season? No, because how much is our card? 71,000. So we can go to like there, no problem. 14 weeks, just a bit of a random number, but Gail Lewis we could definitely do with 37k for 5 weeks. That's not a lot, is it? How much is she for full time? 131,000, yeah. Okay, let's get her for 5 weeks and then 6 weeks is fine. And then figure it out in the next episode. And the show cost is just right. Oh, so we do have we don't have enough for a thingy, but we could do you could do advertising for us, get us a bit more money. That'd help us. Nice. Look, this character. So this is how much work goes into making these seasons. This character, I couldn't. Gail Lewis was a meme when I first started the season. She quit a job at Walmart and become a thing. To get a picture of her was very difficult. She's not like a real celebrity. So, but there is a picture of her that was taken from the local news. It was this. And I had to, on paint, I made the bottom of her outfit. So everything under her arms is all me on paint. I love it. I love it. There we go. 71,000. Let's go. Cool. It makes me laugh every time I see it. That's how much effort goes into making this series for you all. That's the effort you get. MS Paint. To be fair, there's a lot more going on than just that, let me tell you. Sue Young and Rosemary going up against Martina and Debbie Keitel. Let's go. It's Extreme and Sue Young and Rosemary getting the win. A 2-star, but there is a new rivalry grown there. A 2-star on Extreme Rules. That's harsh. Rivalry grows there, which is nice. Alba Fire and Fallon Henley going at it. Last woman standing. Fallon Henley gets the win there in a dull match. Not great. It's because of the class matchups, so we need to change that. But we didn't have any women at the start of this. I probably could have done something with Gail Lewis and Hollywood Haley J. We'll figure it out. It's okay. Britt Baker, the rivalry grows between her and Brie. Asia and Queen Aminata. Let's go. Assimilate. Watched a good match with Queen Aminata versus Serena Deeb the other day. Oh. There we go. Good. Wow. Really good for a first, well, it's second match, isn't it? But they have got the rivalry now. Nice. And Gail Lewis is making us 4,600. Nice. Better than nothing. Betty White and Jetta is our main event. Of course it is. Jetta getting the win. How inappropriate would it be to have a casket match between them two? Let's go. Level 2 rivalry grows. It might happen. Let's simulate all of this and see where it goes. Oh, I'm having a good time. It's nice. It's nice to not be playing a sim game, to be honest. Oh wow, that was easily the best match. We messed up. We messed up big time, but that's okay. They're the matches from the rest of the card. Scarlett and Shanika. Nice. Minus 32,000. Ouch. Ouch. Minus 32,000, minus 10,000, minus 10,000. Nice. Okay. Hollywood Haley J is here to save the day, though. She's here to save the day, and she is ready to get extreme. Great feud with her mum. She was the star of the... What was that series called on Netflix with Al Snow? She was kind of the breakout star for that. I need to wipe that smite. I'll just read the words. I need to wipe that smug smile off Rosemary's face after that loss. I want to fight her again within the next 2 weeks. I'll make it happen. Don't worry. Good. I'll show everyone who's the real winner this time. Have at least one Iron Woman match this week. To the moon. Seasonal challenges that we got. Oh, suppress 300k, easy. Make 2 superstars very happy. Suppress 400. Surpass, not suppress. Fulfill 5 promises to superstars. That'll happen. Book 10 four-way matches. That might not happen, actually. Because it feels like with stipulations, that's just a way to really run into stamina issues. Book 10 tag team matches. Probably happen. Yeah, it will happen. Use 3 power cards during 1 week 3 times. Probably. Maybe. That's a lot of power cards. Book 5 shows using all match rules. What? Are we not doing that? Using all match rules. I don't know what that means. Book 10 TLC matches. Yeah, we'll do that. Book 10 shows with a self-promo. I'll probably do that later on. Cool, there we go. Let's have a look what we've got. We've got another Spa card, which feels like a buyer straight away. And let's see who we're going to use that on. Stamina is Betty White. Get Jetta to do the call out. I'm feeling it. Get Betty White in there. Jetta to do the call out this week to keep that feud going because it is building really nicely. That might end up being one of the main matches on our card for sure. Right, so we needed to do some sort of class change with the tag team. So let's get that out. Let's do it's a role change, isn't it? So it's Su Yung and Britt Baker, who are faces, going up against Debbie Keitel and Martina, who's going to be heel along with Debbie Keitel. Nice. Cool. Let's see. Timeless Tony Storm was off last week with Jazz, so let's get them out there. Who else do we got? We could go Britt and Brie again. I do feel like they're going to use that championship card that allows us to not use our championships and the thingy, but that's okay. So I think we can get them out there. Cool. Not got great stamina though. Asia and Queen Aminata could potentially do with a break because they've been some really solid matches, especially for how little we've sort of done with them. Let's have a look. So, we need to change. One of them into a heel. So Alba Fire can go heel. But we're not going to have enough matches, are we? Unless we get something on there that we've already got. Let's turn Alba heel. Let's make that happen. Role change. Alba Fire into a heel. Yep. And let's do... I can't do the tag match again, can I? Because I've just used the card. Should have thought about this, Anthony. I don't really want to put that up again. I want them to be fresh for the pay-per-view. Okay, let's do... There's nothing I can do unless I put a nothing match in. Could maybe do Asia go up against Gail Lewis and have Hollywood Haley J do the running, something like that. No, it don't work. And have Fallon Henley do the running on Gail Lewis, which leaves us with Alba Fire, who's turning heel against Haley J instead. Okay, I don't hate that. Main event is going to be... Well, it's not going to be the main event. Alba Fire's doing a role change there. And... I've messed up big time. This is hard. Right. Rosemary and Debbie Keitel can have a match. It's not great, but it's there. That's not going to be there. Put that there. Cool. Queen Amanata's off, isn't she? That should be a good match. That'll be a good match. Right, it's time for stipulations. Who do I want to save, basically? I don't want them to get hurt, so let's put them in tables for now. I don't want... they're a rivalry, so we'll do last woman standing on that. And then this, we want quality, we want stamina cost medium. We could add a special guest referee to it. We'll do a special guest referee where Fallon Henley helps Asia. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it's medium cost, you see. So medium stamina cost. So okay, and then this is a one-on-one match that we don't necessarily need to do much with. If we do Extreme Rules, how much is the special guest referee? 40. That's not bad. Not bad. I feel like we might get a lot of special guest referees, to be honest with you, if it's only a medium cost. That is our card. Sitting on a bit of money, but you know what? I want to save it. I want to save it for the start of the next episode, where we can sort of use a lot of that to boost us up. Let's give this to Britt Baker so that championship feud is built up a bit more. Oh, it's probably a mistake though, because we're not going to have her for the pay-per-view probably. Yeah, sure, whatever. Use that. Cool. And pre-match physio is not needed just yet. Okay, we'll save the scouting card. I'm happy with that. 113,000 is what it's costing. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then we've got the fresh meat card that we can use at the start of the next episode. So if we try and save up a little bit for after the pay-per-view, basically I'm hoping to be able to invest a load of money in superstars, which will then we can have till the end of the season. But then we can really start of not worry about these stipulations causing drains to our stamina like they are doing at the minute. Jazz and Timeless Tony Storm going at it. Jazz is the winner. Let's go. 3-star rivalry. 4-star match. Amazing. Jetta and Betty White. The rivalry grows. Nice. Special guest referee, Asia Gail Lewis. Fallon Henley is a special guest referee. She helped Asia get the win. It's an okay match. No rivalry change or anything. It was an okay match, though. To be honest, because we threw it together, I'm pretty happy with that. Rosemary and Debbie Keitel going at it right now. These are on the opposite side of tag teams. A new rivalry has been formed. It's a 2-star match. Alba Fire, Change Class, and Brie Bella and Britt Baker, our main event feud. Britt Baker gets the win there. Britt Baker gets the win. The rivalry grows to level 3. Fantastic. In one. Who remembers Bullseye, man? What a bizarre reference on this show. Cool. Let's go. Minus 20,000. My goodness, we are just hemorrhaging fans, man. Plus 17,000 for SmackDown. Let's see what that does to the leaderboard. I feel like they're losing fans as well, but we are losing fans heavier, quicker as it were. Cool, yeah, Ted DiBiase catching up to us. Okay, cool. Season 9, week 4, 1 week until Backlash. The This Is War has been applied. Select opposing band had, 3 randomly selected superstars that cannot be booked. Great, cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Using that special card on us. Due to the high demand, Power Card's going to be more expensive this week. You're not going to like this, but Betty White, Sue Young, and Haley J. Well, yeah, I really don't like that. I really don't like that. Henley is a referee. She's a total joke. I made sure I lost despite having the better of the match. I want to face off against within the next 3 weeks. I'll see to it. That's fine. Good, you mess with Lewis, you pay the price. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Hey, what was that stunt you just pulled? It had to be done. You do this in the name. Right. There we go. I'm clearly the best superstar in NXT 2.0. I imagine the crowd might be getting bored of seeing me win so easily every week. I need a bigger test. One that suits my superior skills. I want to go up against both Bella and Lewis this week. You're at stamina 44. Maybe it's time you have a bigger challenge. I'll make it happen. Okay, cool. Thanks for the rematch against Rosemary. You're welcome. Didn't go the way I should have, but I appreciate the opportunity. Asia wants to be against Brie Bella and Gail Lewis. What can we do here? What can we do here? Let's get them all in there. Brie Bella, Gail Lewis. She is the most popular superstar, to be fair. Right, so we'll put the title on the line. Asia and Bella has a rivalry on cooldown, so the match isn't going to be great. Do we put the title on the line? Yeah, sure, why not? We have a run-in from Britt Baker come in, running on Brie Bella. I mean, it's probably... I probably don't want the title on the line. No, let's not put the title on the line. Yeah, okay, both specialists, so it shouldn't be a terrible class match. But there we go. Cool. And let's see what else we've got. We've got Timeless, Tony Storm, and Jazz, but we do want them to build up. Yeah, they are double the price, but I was still looking if we had any that we wanted. I mean, that's like the 4-star match on the pay-per-view so far, so that's great. Betty White and Jetta, that needs to happen. So I need to do the call out there. Jetta call out Betty White. We need to have these two go at it. Yeah, I don't want to lose the stamina, though, on Tony Storm, but I have no choice. And then I was going to do Hollywood Haley J and Alba Fire, but let's see if we can get Alba Fire and Fallon Henley going again, okay? Just because I've not been given an option with the veto card, that's all. But we'll figure out something for Hollywood Haley J. I'm not worried. She'll be used after the pay-per-view. She's got 100 stamina, so she'll be using some extreme matches. Queen Aminata, cool. Sue Young, Rosemary. We could get Martina and Debbie back out there again. I mean, Martina's building up her stamina. Means if we put Rosemary and Debbie Keitel, I know they've got a 1-star feud, so probably going to be one of the better matches on the card. Cool, let's go with tables for that. Let's try not to hurt that as much as we can. And last woman standing for that. No, I don't need to worry about that, do I? That can be a high TLC, medium, special guest referee, submission match. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's have a submission match. Fine. And let's go with a... that's gonna have to be the tables match, isn't it? If not, everyone's gonna be injured. Wait, double click on the start button. Let's go extreme there then. Okay, fine. Don't really have a choice, and this one can be last one standing? Last one standing? Makes sense? Or do I want that to be last woman standing? That's what I want, isn't it? That wants to be last woman standing, that wants to be extreme. Yes! That makes sense, okay. Oh, painful. Let's go, let's see what else we need to do. Asia could call out her, we could do a self-promo or something here. Let's do a self-promo. Is there any way I can up the morale directly in here? What's current class? No, nothing that really ups the morale. I mean, she might like to do a promo. Martina, I don't really want to use you. I don't really want to use you. But we can do her advertising promo, sure. I mean, if it makes her some money, she's got promo skill 5, so she should avoid losing herself fans. We'll see how that goes. Show cost 92,500. Let's go. We are building up our budget, though, ready for the next episode. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the next episode, because it is all happening, my friends. It is all happening. Let's go. Simulate? Yeah, sure. Rosemary versus Debbie Keitel submission match. The winner's Rosemary. It's a 2-star match. The rivalry does grow to level 3, though, so we've got another rivalry in our back burner. There we go. Jetta and Betty White ready for the pay-per-view, baby, in a 4-star rivalry. Asia, Brie Bella, Gail Lewis all going at it right now. There we go. Asia gets the win in a good match. It's 3-star match. Sweet. Queen Aminata, the popularity. Alba Fire, Fallon Henley. Can these finally have, like, a feud? I mean, it feels perfect, right? Alba Fire, and the rivalry is born. It's still only a 2-star match. Not great. Martina there. Jazz and Timeless Tony Storm. There we go. Let's see what happens. Jazz gets the win in an amazing match. 4-star match. Really nice curve into that show, I think. The opener and the main event were definitely the best matches. So we booked that right. It's hard with the stipulations. Oh, no, the opener wasn't. Okay. Yeah, of course. We just got a double boost on it because of the submission. SmackDown smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Everyone else smashed it, in fact, except for us. Oh, it's happened before. Minus 21,000 fans. Total profit of 210,000. Let's see what cards we're going to get used against us before this pay-per-view. That's the kind of important thing. Minus 10,000 there and minus 2,000 there. Okay. We're still quite ahead of him at the minute. So this crazy stipulation that you guys have put on me to make this happen is we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it work. Sold out. What's this? Double the price of power cards. Fine. Remove all match bonuses and quality boost. That's a tough card. Okay. Thanks for the rematch. You're welcome. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I didn't expect it to be that easy. Sometimes I amaze myself. Well, you're welcome. Hey, Bass, I know you got plans for the PLE, and I've been in a lot, but I just think I could put on a hell of a show if you change your mind. Just throwing it out there. Hell of a show? Are you asking for this? She wants to put on a hell of a show? Maybe we can give her a Hell in a Cell match. That's absolutely stupid. But I don't hate it. I mean, none of these have, like, a bonus, because there's no quality boost to the matches because of that bloody card that he played. Yeah, of course, I forgot about the card. Yeah, I know. I knew there was an awful card that we had that we just, like, have to deal with. But there we go. Bruiser class or specialist. She's a fighter, isn't she? So let's do Bruiser. Yeah, that makes sense. For Alba Fire, I think. Sweet, we will buy the show logistic, try and get some more money ready for the next episode. That's important. I don't think the quality of the show is going to be great, though, if I'm honest. I thought we couldn't use our titles, but we can. So that's probably the opener. We want our tag team match in here, don't we? Tag team. Let's go. Let's get them out there. Martina's gone above Rosemary and Debbie Keitel now. That's hilarious. They wanted a submission match on the show, and I feel like it's probably going to be there. And main event, I mean, Jetta Betty White sounds good to me. But we do also have another feud that's ready to go. So maybe we don't put the tag match in there. Maybe we give them a week off. Is that crazy? I mean, it gives us a bit of variety, doesn't it? We could add them to a match, but actually maybe we get rid of that and give them a break. Although they have been putting on cracking matches, and the others haven't, have they? But at the same time, time was Tony Storm and Jazz. I mean, that's the bigger match, isn't it? No, I kind of want to save that. I want to have a little bit of a bonus for the next pay-per-view, so we're going to do that one here. Okay, I don't hate that. We'll do the submission match there, see if we can double it up, and we are going to use a power card. We need to pre-match physio on Asia so she don't get hurt. I assume they're going to need to sit out for a little bit anyway. That's okay, though. That's okay. Right, Hell in a Cell. Why not? I just like the fact that she said, I want to have a hell of a show. I'm like, yeah, okay. You have a hell of a show, do you? You have a hell of a show. So this is for the title. This is the end of the feud. So last one standing. Fine. Let's do casket match. No, you can't. You can't. I can. You can't. I can. Let's go. And that being normal is perfect, but we can't do it. Can we do tables? Yes, we can. Cool. We're watching a casket match with Betty White and Jetta. What is going on? Welcome to the GAHY Wrestling Podcast, where craziness ensues every day. Gail Lewis, do we want to turn a heel? We can do the call out there and do a charity promo for self promo there. We can do a call out. Gail Lewis can call out Hollywood Haley J. No, we'll do Hollywood Haley J calls out Gail Lewis because Gail Lewis is turning her back on the fans, and we're doing it turning her heel. Cool, that all makes sense. Last one was done in Hell in a Cell, table submission and casket. Let's go. That's confirmed the booking. 218,000. It's a hell of a lot. But you know what? That's what we're here for. We are here to watch Betty White and Jetta go at it. I need to find out exactly who made the peoples. Who made the peoples? Let's simulate this match. Let's see who's going to be our champion. Britt Baker's popularity has built up loads during this episode. She's now at 73. That's really good. If she wins the title here, it could be big for her. She didn't get the title. Brie Bella won the title, but the rivalry is complete. A 4.5-star match. Really, really happy with that. Well done, girls. Jazz and Toni Storm, rivalry's grown. Perfect, except I can't use them now, but at least their stamina can build up. That's fine. Fallon Henley and Alba Fire, Hell in a Cell. Absolutely ridiculous. Fallon Henley gets a win in a 2-star match, in a Hell in a Cell 2-star match. Wow. Wow. It's like the Hell in a Cell that I watched in real life, which was Edge and Finn Balor. Su Young, Rosemary, Martina, and Debbie Keitel all going at it in our tag team Fury. Su Young and Rosemary getting the win. Yay! 2-star match. They was actually a tag team in TNA, wasn't they? I believe. Gail Lewis cuts a promo. Asia, Queen Amanata going at it in a submission match. Let's see if we can give it the boost it deserves. Asia getting the win. She's dominant, man. Rivalry grows, 2 stars, love it. Haley J and Gail Kim, rivalry born there, nice. Betty White and Jetta in a casket match. Who asked for Betty White? I bet it was Sean. Was it Sean? Betty White, let me have a look. I just wanted Betty White in because we had her in last season and it was really fun having her, and it was Sean. This was actually made by Cajun #68688. That's CAGUN. It's actually a character called Graham Dussy. There was no Betty White in the store, so I had to make my own with a PNG and find an interesting character to use, and I decided to use this one. I didn't go to the full extent of making a Betty White for the 2 matches that we've watched her in, just because I feel that would be too much. But here she is, getting a kink on. It's Betty White in the red corner. And then Jetta will have been made by Listy J, I bet you. I bet you any money that Jetta was made by Listy J. Where are you? Jetta. Nope, not on there. Here she comes now, coming to the ring. It's the ace of Pro Wrestling Eve. It's Jetta. Yes, made by Listy J. #84137. A dude who makes a lot of awesome Pro Wrestling Eve ladies. Like, epic to have them in the game. Great, because they're kind of unused characters. You don't see many people making them, basically. So, yeah, great that he takes the time to make them. Entering the ring now, Jetta, ready to rock.
And I think she's planning on doing it again here tonight.
Blowing a kiss to Charlie Morgan, clearly sat ringside, ready to watch her demolish Betty White.
The following contest is a casket match.
And here comes the casket, being wheeled out by the referee. Sorry, I've got a bit quiet there. Let me be completely honest. I've got another on my Grimsim live. I've got a video going live, so I just needed to make sure I said hello to people. Do you know, trying to balance everything together, it's a bit mental. There we go, Betty White in the corner, going up against Jetta. Let's see what happens here, and let's keep half an eye and see if anyone watches this premiere of TCG. It's a card shop simulator. I've been really enjoying it, actually. I've made videos every day for this week from it, and I'm really enjoying it. Man, she hits hard. Betty White hits hard, and she is a giant. She clearly has been sleeping in compost. Oh, she's running the ropes. Look at this. Big elbow drop from Betty White. Betty White with agility that we haven't seen since she first appeared in that series. I don't even know what series Betty White was in. I always thought she was a cook, actually. More of I feel like she's more of an American star. A bit like, what's the bird who's in Bake Off in the UK? It is, I don't know her name. Oh, the old bird. She'd be a good tag team, wouldn't she? None of you said her. There we go. In a headlock. Jetta now locking up on the ropes, sending her out onto the coffin. Hits her back hard on the coffin right there. And now a suplex onto the coffin. Nearly sends her through, kicking her to the floor. Disgrace from Jetta onto Betty White. I don't think I've ever seen that before, have I? A suplex on the coffin. Half and half suplex there from Jetta. What's she thinking here? She looking at her weapon? No, she's looking at opening the coffin, sending Betty White away from the brand. Who do you guys want to win? We are losing one of these superstars from the show. One is going to be going. Why? Because I can. Hitting her head hard on the coffin there, and the big legs of Betty White, demolishing the much smaller Jetta. Jetta able to fight out of it though, able to use her size to her advantage there. Just sneaking under Betty White. Big elbows to the midsection of Jetta there. Now locking up, lifting up. Oh, Jetta jumping over, headlock, takedown, boom! Smashes her into the back. Jetta's really putting up a fight here. It feels like it was all Betty White at the start, and that has all changed as Betty White fighting her way out of Jetta once again. Big Superman punch misses Jetta. Jetta able to avoid it, and now pouring the punishment back onto Betty White. There we go. What's Jetta looking at? Jetta looking at cutting down the giant that is Betty White with a sledgehammer. Betty White, afraid of it, getting into the ring. Can't escape that metal on the end of the sledgehammer, though, as it goes straight into the stomach of Betty White. And again, big back forearm from Betty White. Betty White has clearly just been made with all the best moves. I bet a tombstone's a finisher. Oh my god, oh my god. The strength of Betty White being shown here. The giant she is, up and over and doing it once again just to show disgrace. A big moonsault from Betty White. What are we watching here? What are we watching? Picking up the sledgehammer, looking at going after Jetta. No, she's going in and out. Okay, Jetta knows how to avoid it. And avoiding it, she is. Back in. Oh, she's able to knock the hammer out of her hands. The hammer has fallen out of the ring. Neckbreaker there from Jetta onto Betty White. Betty going for the roll outside the ring. The hoping that the bunny tail on the back of her dress will help her out. Oh, yes, opening the casket now, Jetta. Oh, Betty White's got to be careful. Goes to the high knee, looking at pushing her into the casket and now throwing her into that casket. Can she get it closed? Betty White has been dominant in this match. She is the giant of TV entertainment. Sending her out into the ring there. Jetta now able to get out. Okay, it's too early yet. Too early yet. Let's go, Jetta. Looking at going after Graham Dussey again. Betty White, here we go. A neck breaker, but it's a beautiful neck breaker, man. The attitude that was delivered in that was just like a Stone Cold Stunner. Now locking up behind Jetta, trying to make her submit. Jetta's able to get out with a jawbreaker. Betty White looks stunned. Can Jetta capitalized on the stunned Betty White? Sending her into the coffin now. Betty White back in the coffin. Is this going to be it for Betty White? As Jetta looks at closing the coffin. She's closing the coffin. Betty White pushes out of it. No, way too early yet. You've got to do a lot more to Betty White to keep her in that coffin. She's closing the lid. She's had enough. She's had enough. She's not going to let that happen again. Now locking up on the outside. Underhook, butterfly, suplex, beautiful stuff. Flying over the head like a butterfly. She came in like a wrecking ball. Betty White rolling out. Goes for some sort of finisher there by the look of it, but instead Betty White able to turn it into a beautiful neckbreaker-esque with the arms locked up. Betty White just has an incredible moveset. Has Jetta got anything she can do to answer it? Where she hits her with the roundhouse kick there, goes out of the ring. What's she looking for? Betty White looking for weapons. She's got the kendo stick. She has the kendo stick. Ready to smash Jetta with it. The bamboo is going to cause some welts on the Ace of Eve. Jetta going out, but Betty White looking at stomping her with the kendo stick. Deciding against it now. Probably should have kept on with the kendo stick. She's got DDT into the coffin. DDT into the coffin. I've never seen that before. That was so cool. Jetta, now, after the DDT into the coffin, it's not enough, though. It's not enough. If Jetta had got that finisher off earlier, that could have been all she wrote right there. Unfortunately, at this point, it wasn't enough. Here we go, attacking with the kendo stick. Big across the top of the head of Betty White. Jetta now running around the ring with the kendo stick. Oh, big Superman punch. Puts down Jetta. Jetta is out. Was it a Superman punch or an orange punch? Or maybe a grandma punch? What do grandmas drink? Port. The port punch from Betty White. Let's go. Getting back into the ring to face off against Jetta. Jetta with a half and half suplex there. It was like a half. What's it called? Snapdragon suplex with one arm behind the back. Nice. Kick to the back of Betty White. Now wrenching at the arm, going and stamping on the arm. Disgrace with a knee on the arm, making sure that that arm cannot close the coffin lid. And now what is Jetta looking at? Scouring for her. And the backbreaker! The backbreaker on Betty White. Betty White is hurt. That was a signature move, a finishing move there from Jetta. She gets her straight into the coffin. No messing about here. Jetta wanting to capitalize on that. I say no messing about. And then she runs to the side of the ring. What's she doing? What's she doing? No! Betty White's able to get out. That could have been your chance, Jetta. That could have been your chance. Betty White, agile as ever, jumping over the top, looking at going through a suicide dive there, unable to get it, and suddenly everything has been turned around as now Jetta is on the end, being thrown into the coffin by Betty White. Lovely to see these two wrestling in the ring more. I tell you, when we've seen coffin matches in the past, there's been a lot of fighting on the outside where they get them into the ring, into the coffin on the outside. I've noticed that before, but this time we've seen like lots of new moves that I've never seen before in the coffin match, so that's really cool. Betty White picking up the kendo stick. Let's go. What's she looking for here? Kick from Jetta, punch from Jetta, chop from Jetta, boot from Jetta. Now going up with a power bomb from Jetta, and it puts down Betty White. Puts her down for the count, and now an attack on the leg there, and another one for good measure. You can see the braces that Betty White has there, and Betty White is hurt. What is Jetta going to look at next? She turns her around, ready to do some technical wrestling on Betty White. Face first into the mat. Right there. Now locking up, sending her into the ring. What is Jetta thinking right here? Jetta wants Betty White to get up. Telling her to get up. What is she thinking here? Big clothesline. Big clothesline again. And a backdrop kick there sends Betty White to the floor. Jetta is on fire at this point in the match. She's gone to pick up the kendo stick. More punishment being dealt to Betty White. I don't think Betty White can take much more. She is sweating in that ring, let me tell you. I've never seen an old lady sweat as much, but I've also never seen a lady of Betty White's seniority put up as much as a fight as she has against the young Jetta. Going into the coffin now, looking at closing the coffin lid. Can she put Betty White away for good? Can she put Betty White away for good? Closing the... No, she doesn't. She falls over the top rope again. Betty White crawling out the coffin, ready to go.
Back in the ring now.
And now a locking up from behind. Big forearm to the back. Sends her in. Is she going to get her into the coffin? No. Betty White able to get over, jumping over the ring. Once again, we've seen this before. Betty White bringing the power out of nowhere as she goes for the clothesline into the ropes. Not the clothesline, the Irish whip. And the big knee finally connects. But the kip up. My goodness. Now multiple clotheslines from Betty White. What is going on here? Catching the leg of Jetta, sweeping it out from underneath. And Betty White is back, baby. Betty White is back and ready for some more destruction. The splinters of the kendo stick is all over the ring. Jetta looking at trying to finish this match. She looks desperate though, to be honest with you. Sending her into the ropes there. She goes under. Goes over. Big clothesline. Turns Betty White inside out. What is Jetta going to do now? Kicking at the back of Betty White. And here we go. What's she looking at? Okay, multiple forearms. Big chop. DDT in the center of the ring, right on the splinters. Betty White doesn't know where she is. She's hurt right now. She wants out of this match. She didn't realize that they'd be bringing her out of the home for this. She is hurt. She is going into the coffin. And let me tell you, she's stunned. Now, does that impact if they can close the coffin? I do not know. We are about to find out. She closes the coffin. She manages to get up to stop it. But is she going to be able to do enough to get out of the coffin? Or is Jetta closing it? She does. The monster that is Betty White. Oh, our lass would kill me. Betty White raising from the ashes, coming back from the dead. A big, big sledgehammer to the midsection of Jetta. Now attacking the midsection again. Multiple attacks with that awesome sledgehammer. Jetta able to spin away out of that. Man, we get the big suplex. Betty White is out. Betty White is out. Is this Jetta's opportunity? Betty White falling over. Her body's gone limp, man. She is no more. Jetta can control this match. Just needs to stop rushing. Uses it to attack the head. Jetta should have probably gone for the win there, but instead dishing out more punishment with a coffin. Multiple strikes to the head of Betty White. This is awful. This is hard to watch, guys. Oh, there we go. Betty White is fighting back now. Sends Jetta into the coffin lid. Here we go. Picking up Jetta right now. Big strikes there from Betty White. Up on the shoulders of Betty White now. Knee to the back of the head of Jetta. And suddenly things are not looking good for Jetta. Betty White going under the ring. Of course, she's got a baseball bat. We wouldn't expect any less from Betty White as she comes and approaches Jetta with the baseball bat. Big attack onto the head of Jetta. Suddenly, the equalizer has been found. Betty White using the baseball bat. Jetta has absolutely no answer for it. Looking for an Irish whip into the coffin now as they both attack each other. There's shots to the midsection there from Betty White. Now controlling Jetta, sends her into the coffin. Jetta fighting back out of it. Pushing back, nice. Another big clothesline. We've seen a lot of great clotheslines from Jetta in this match. Really working on the head of Betty White as she, again, throws her head into the coffin lid. Picking up that sledgehammer now and attacking the midsection. There we go. And now just taunting Becky White, showing that she is a former construction worker, is Jetta. I don't know where I got that from, but I just made it up. Here we go, putting down the sledgehammer in the hopes to get the coffin lid open, and now putting Betty White to rest. No, beautiful neck breaker. I thought she was going to control her and put her into the coffin. I think Betty White thought that as well. Instead, just delivering a neck breaker and then a massive headbutt. A massive headbutt. What has she got planned right now? This, if she hits this, it is going to put Betty White away. Backstabber into the submission. Beautiful stuff. It isn't a submission match, but you know the pain that Betty White is fighting. Betty White can't even fight her way out. Jetta lets her go, instead deciding to put her into the coffin. Finally, the coffin has been closed by Betty White as she slams Jetta's head into the coffin right there, lifting her up for a powerbomb. Where's she going to take her? Onto the coffin. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, power bombing her onto the coffin. Betty White opening the lid now, looking for an opportunity as Jetta looks stunned. Turning Jetta around, and a big, big forearm right to the face of Jetta. There was no bounce on that. Jetta looks completely stunned, didn't realize she was signing up for this. The MMA background of Betty White clearly paying off right now, and we see them Muay Thai back heel kicks. Hip toss from Jetta onto Betty White. Lifting her up. Sending her into the coffin lid. Once again, the head slowing down Betty White right now. And Jetta just wanting to escape a little bit. Wanting a little bit of breathing space. Feels like she did a lot in that part of the match. But then... oh, she's got the chair. Can she hit the chair? No, she can't. Jetta able to get her out of the way. There we go. Getting her back into the ring. No chair in play right now. It's nice to see this action happening back in the ring for a change. And Jetta winding up a big forearm, but a kick up, an act of defiance from Betty White as she lifts her up, puts her over the rope. What is Betty White thinking? She's thinking of going to the outside. Is she looking at opening the coffin? Is she setting up Jetta to throw her into the coffin? Is she going to have enough time? Is Jetta going to recover from this? Let's find out. She rolls back into the ring. Jetta back to recover from it. Now with the forearm to the back, and instead sends her over. Did she land in the coffin? No, she nearly lands in the coffin, but her legs hit on the bottom side of that coffin. That is going to hurt you. That is going to cause damage, especially when we know that Betty White's legs are not what they used to be. Now Jetta lifting up Betty White. Headlock. Sends her into the coffin. Here we go. Head into the coffin. Now looking, is she going to throw her in? What's she going to do? Oh, Betty White fighting out of it. Instead, sending Jetta on this apron of the coffin. Apron of the coffin? What does that even mean? Jetta is in the coffin. Could she be 6 feet under? The coffin lid is getting closed. Betty White using the leverage on the outside of the ring to try and close the coffin on Jetta. Is Jetta going to get out? Jetta gets out. Jetta gets out. I didn't think she was going to get out there. That could have been the end right there. Sledgehammer now from Betty White. Let's go. Big attack to the midsection and another attack to the midsection. Devastating work there from Betty White. Locking up now as Jetta fights her way out. Come on. Let's go, ladies. Love these coffin matches. Don't forget, whoever loses this match is gone from our roster. They will not be in our roster in the next episode. Betty White slamming Jetta's head. Betty White shaking them titties at Jetta. Wow. Jetta doesn't know what to do. Jetta just hurt. Jetta just stunned at the jigglies of Betty White. And here we go, getting back into the ring now. Betty White, what's she thinking here? Oh, she's going back outside the ring. She's standing on the coffin lid. Is she going to open it? No. Getting back into the ring by walking over. A bit of a walk back and forth there. We sometimes see that. And there we go. Looking for the springboard. No. Okay, Jetta able to lock up. Here we go. Suplex there from Jetta. It hurts Jetta. It hurts Betty White. Fight forever. Let's go, ladies. Jetta is the first to her feet. Splinters in her back from that kendo stick that we saw used earlier on in the match. And now a big attack. And the backbreaker again from Jetta into, what was it called? Boss time? Boss submission? Boss. It was a... She's tapping. She's tapping. But it's not how you win the match. Jetta needs to open up the coffin. And that is exactly what she's doing. Betty White just give up. Is that all it wrote for Betty White? Big forearm. Disgrace there from Jetta. As Jetta looks at making a legend for herself by winning this match with none other than the legend herself, Betty White. Sends her into the coffin there, just tossing her in. No respect shown to Betty White whatsoever. Could this be it? We've just seen Betty White submit in the ring. She's still got some fight in her. She's still lifting out the coffin. No, it's getting even closer to close. Jetta makes a name for herself by being the one person to defeat the great that was Betty White. Rest in peace, Betty White. Didn't expect that to happen. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Loved it. Haven't enjoyed a match like that for a long time. 4-star match. That was fun. Sorry if I got into that. I'm sorry for saying titties, but I said titties. There we go. I'm over it. Jetta with a win there. 4-star match. Let's go. Incredible. Incredible. I don't care. I don't care if they beat us. I had a good time. I mean, our mid-card was weak. Their main event was better. I mean, I beg to differ. Let me tell you, none of them put on a match that Betty White and Jetta just did for us. I couldn't care less, my friends. I couldn't care less. Let's go. Let's see who wins that. 80,000 fans for us. Nice. Total profit of 200,000. So we've got 800,000 to play with, plus a half-price card. Next episode is going to be a good one. So subscribe if you want to see that. 129,000 for Raw, though. That's not good. 105,000. Smashing it. We've earned 50 million in lifetime revenue. Wow. Get scored. Select a superstar on your roster to immediately gain 30 ring XP. A nice card. A very nice card. Here we go. Let's see the shake-up cards for this. Do we want any talent? He's got loads of money. I've got loads of money. Is there anyone I want? No, I want to do trades. I feel like I'm going to be paying more for these because they're not trades. I want to do scouts because I feel like I'm going to be paying more because obviously they're with them. Do I want her? Do you want her for 139,000? Her stamina's low, but no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Am I going to say no? Her morale's not good. She is in a feud with Fallon Henley. We'll see if we can fix Fix Alba Fire. Alba Fire is great, by the way. Trade declined. Here we go. Let's see if we can. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just a bit blown away by that match. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna be exhausted, man. I've just been speaking for hours. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man. You better up your game. A couple more shows like that, and your fans are gonna end up being my fans. Your fans clearly have low expectations for your brand. I had a night off. It could have happened to anyone. An off night. Guess again. You're not going to make it in this business. Very rare we see the outcomes of a conversation where we've lost the pay-per-view. Thanks a ton for putting me on the PLE. It means a lot to me. I want to do my part to make this the best wrestling brand. Good. Have to say, you really look out for your talent here. We try our boss. I was hoping to take some personal time. Can I get 2 weeks off? I mean, she has had a massive match. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it, Jetta. We need to think that Jetta's there in the background to try and build something up for her, because that was incredible. She put on an incredible performance there. I'm happy to let her go. Talent scouts cost 50% less cash. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I am thinking of doing some potentially slightly bigger power things. All your giant superstars get +3 mic skills. We've got Asia. I think that only affects her. When a superstar returns from an injury, they gain 10 popularity. We don't have any superstars injured, so I guess it is just going to be this one. Not great, but you know, we are doing some talent scouting in the next episode, so we'll save a little bit of money there. So at least that's a thing. But until the next episode, I hope you had a great day. Thank you. That was really fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm off to see Sex Pistols in a few days' time. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to party. I might film another episode later on today, though. I don't know. Yeah. Great. Enjoy. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next episode where we will be scouting and buying lots more. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Ta-ra. Oh, and do check out my channel down below. It's the pinned comment. Hit subscribe on that channel and watch the videos if you want. They're fun. When it's just me playing boring games. That's what I do. See you later.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Hole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day. Ow, ow, ow!